Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. And who would have imagined that the last Sunday we were at church would be the last Sunday we were there for a while. It's kind of hard to wrap our heads around, and I think we're all having moments where we're like, this is too much, and then moments where we're like, I'm okay, I got this. And so I know this week has been a week of a lot of changes because you're back at school, but you're back at school and it's on the computer and you're having to figure it all out, and maybe you can't hear your teacher and you can't hear your teacher, or you missed a Zoom or you missed a Google Hangout. But I know this, that each week we're at home and doing digital learning is going to get better. I know that your teachers are working super hard, and I know that you're going to find a new routine. So hang in there. I know some of you might be super sad, and I would say your teachers are also really sad. And so one thing that we've done for our teachers is send them mail, and you can send them mail and you can include a scripture in there. Or maybe you can tell them that you've been praying for them and make sure that you are praying for them. So that's just a couple ideas. We did that this week and Caroline really enjoyed it. So on Sunday, if you watched the sermon, Gerald preached on Psalm 90. And so I kind of wanted to do a little devotion with you on Psalm 90. So for the month of April, your memory verse is going to be Psalm 90:14, and that's going to be for everybody. Typically we do different verses, or you have to remember a different portion, but that's going to be for everybody. And this is what Psalm 90:14 says. Satisfy us in the morning with your steadfast love, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. So satisfy us in the morning. What does that mean? Well, I think about when I wake up in the morning, you know what satisfies me? A cup of coffee. That's what brings me joy. That's what satisfies me, right? But after that's gone, typically around 10:30 or 11, I'm ready for a Mountain Dew, and that satisfies me. And then after that, guess what? I'm ready for something else. But this verse is talking about a satisfaction that doesn't go away, and something that should satisfy us each morning. So satisfy us in the morning with your steadfast love. So I want you to pause the video here. I want you to talk to your parents or maybe your siblings about, what do you think satisfy means, and what do you think steadfast love means? Okay, so hopefully you talked about it. So satisfied means that we're satisfied, right? We don't need any more. And steadfast means it never goes away. So every morning when I wake up right now, I want to be satisfied in God with his steadfast love. So satisfy us in the morning with your steadfast love. I talked about a minute ago, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you feel overwhelmed, or maybe you feel lazy, or maybe you're so excited because there's no school, or maybe you're so sad. Either way, we need to find our satisfaction in God. And guess what? No matter what, whether you're sad or happy or tired, his love is steadfast. It lasts forever. So that should be encouraging to us today. So satisfy us in the morning with your steadfast love, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. That we may rejoice and be glad some of our days? One of our days? No, all of our days, right? So if we're satisfied with his love, he's going to give us joy and help us be glad all of our days. This doesn't mean you're always going to feel glad or feel full with joy, but it means that we can find, when we don't feel that we can find our gladness in the Lord. And so that is your memory verse. And I want you to memorize it. Maybe you can share some cool ways you're going to work on memorizing it. Maybe you have different ideas. I think we're going to write it on this big Post-it in our house and keep it. And if you want a big Post-it, I can hook you up with a big Post-it. Maybe you're going to write it on your bathroom mirror with an expo marker, or maybe you're going to write it somewhere in your kitchen where you'll see it every day, or your bathroom. So share with me your ideas of where you're going to put that verse and how you're going to memorize it. So satisfy us in the morning with your steadfast love, that we may rejoice and be glad all of our days.